2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the twist.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a 1st down throw. Watson steps away to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson caught left side, Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Watson on 1st down. And this is caught by Fowles, right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting this one. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Boy, a little panic here early. A 1st quarter onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check 41. Watch twist.
Now Leonard Fournette. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fournette. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, flush to his right. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Watson forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
56 the mark, boys. 56. That's 31. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 56 is the mark. You get blocked, me. You get behind him. Go.
From the red zone now. Watson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That's another Texans first down. First and 2-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Jaguars 14, Texans 6.
47, 19, 44. You go night-night. Talk about night-night. 49, 59. Check. Watch Watch the sled. Watch the sled. Four the mic.
From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Minshew. Shark's got it left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready? 60 out more. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Watson now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finished.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Rock it.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is Fournette. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got Fuller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the air yet again, Watson. buying time to his left. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
47. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you. Man, I got you. Trump. Mike's 47.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against, because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Mike 47. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Go.
Watson on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the lead. To throw is Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Minshew throwing on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll get 34 yards there. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carlos Watkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
3rd and 1.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop. Troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw again on second down. Watson looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Watson on third down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Watson now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
44! 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. All day, dog. 44's the mic.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that under pressure, they got him again. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A run here with Armstead. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Check 31. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shoot.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. The Bills there just continuing to pour it on. A win would be their 1st of the young season.
44.
On 1st down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
56 right there.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is incomplete. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Minshew. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Our time. It's our time. Switch. Check three. 5.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Watson's going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. And this will be a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Minshew, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Back. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Who that? 55. 56. Mike 56.
Throwing now. Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
count it, that's a big number.
Hey.